Hello everybody! Today we're going to unpack, take a close-up look and taste the Green and Black's bark, hazelnut and crushed salted corn dark chocolate pieces. So let's first take a look around the outside of the packet. So this is a 120 gram packet of Green and Black's bark dark chocolate pieces with hazelnut and crushed salted corn. And taking a look at the back of the packet, there is some information about these dark chocolate pieces containing hazelnut and crushed salted corn. And there is the nutrition information as well as ingredients as well. And now let's go ahead and open up the packet. By of course tearing off the top part. And it has a grip seal. Let's open that up and take a look inside, and instantly I can smell that aromatic dark chocolate smell coming out from the packet. So giving you a nice good look inside. Okay, so now let's take a piece out. And I'm just going to set the packet on the right hand side of the frame, right there. And take a look at this piece of Green and Black's bark, hazelnut and crushed salted corn dark chocolate piece. You can see why it's called bark, because it is quite lumpy in texture. And of course, the shapes are all rather irregular. With that peek inside the packet early on, we're just handling just one piece at the moment. So taking a look at the cross section of this piece, you can see that it does contain Rice Crisps in there, as well as hazelnut and crushed salted corn. Very interesting ingredient there. So giving you a nice close-up look at this very irregular piece of the Green and Black's bark, hazelnut and crushed salted corn. Okay, so I'm just going to set this down on the tabletop and remove another piece, just so we have some different looks at a few of the pieces, just so we gain a better idea. So looking into kind of the middle top layer after removing a couple of pieces from the top, and that's how it looks in the packet with a few pieces removed. I'm going to set that packet down again and make sure it's nice and tightly sealed with that grip seal right there, keeping the chocolates fresh in there. Okay, so now handling two pieces in my hand, I'm just going to move that piece further up towards the top of the frame so it doesn't get too distracting against the foreground as we take a close-up look at these two other pieces that we've just removed from that packet. Okay, so once again, that very rugged and rough texture to these pieces of chocolate. So they are dark chocolate, as you can see. And you can see that there is a smooth side as well as the upper surface with the very uneven and lumpy texture containing the hazelnuts, crushed salted corn, as well as Rice Crisps. So giving you a look right there at these two pieces of the Green and Black's bark, hazelnut and crushed salted corn. Okay, so right now, just going to set one of the pieces right down there. maybe on the left hand side of the frame. And now just going to give you a much closer in look before I break this in half, just to take a fresh look at the cross section of this piece. So here we go. You can hear that very crisp snap, and you can see we've broken into parts a few pieces of the ingredients right there with the hazelnut, crisp rice, as well as crushed salted corn. Okay, so now I'm going to taste a piece right here on the right side. So a very nice texture straight away. I think the flavor, apart from the dark chocolate that we could instantly smell from opening the packet, was the aroma or fragrance of that sweet corn or crushed salted corn, beg your pardon. That corn smell, of course, very, very strong if you've tasted roasted or cooked corn before. The smell is quite distinct. And then, of course, the rice crisp as well, very light and crispy kind of texture. And there's some slight creaminess to it, to the overall dark chocolate piece. And very mild in terms of the salt, but one thing I've noticed is that the salt flavor does build up the more pieces you eat or consume. So it can get very salty the more pieces you eat. But so far, very nice without being too overpowering, given that we've just tasted just that half of this piece that we've just had. And with the hazelnut, not too gritty or nutty, but providing that crunchy, nice experience to this overall very, very complex piece of dark chocolate. So that's the Green and Black's bark, hazelnut and crushed salted corn. Thanks for watching and happy eating!